What's up, everybody, and welcome to Proving Ground Pulse. I'm your host, Adam Nessel, and tonight is the night as Freakin Flax, John Steele, and Milo Mirra battle to crown the very first Proving Ground Pulse champion. Now, this was not an easy road to be traveled. Let's break down how this matchup came to be. Back in March, Derek Simonetti announced the debut of Proving Ground Pulse, as well as the 6 competitors who will participate in the very first Proving Ground Pulse Championship Series. Match 1 saw the Lost Cause John Steele defeat Jeriel Rivera to cement his place as one of the final 3. Match 2, the Counterculture Spike Nishimura bested Nick Marchand to join John Steele in the finals. Match 3. It was at this point that we found out that Milo Mirra would not be able to participate in the tournament, and he would be replaced by Mr. 645, Freakin Flax. Flax would then go on to defeat Nick Diamond for the final spot in the championship finale. However, shortly after the match was signed, Spike Nishimura would be called back to Japan and would be unable to compete in the finals. A replacement was needed, and Milo Mirra was available to fill in the vacant spot. This is usually the point in the program where Derek Simonetti would give us some insight on who Milo Mirra is, but he's down at ringside. When I saw Derek earlier, he told me, just prepare to be amazed. After the break, we crown the very first Proving Ground Pulse champion.
First, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the extreme athlete, Milo Mirra! His opponent, weighing in at 190 pounds, the left hand of hardcore, that punk from Pawtucket, John Steele! Georgia, weighing in at 150 pounds of pure goat meat. He is the maestro of the DTH and the goat with the most. It's Freakin Flax!
Get your finger on the pulse, because after months of intense competition, the Proving Ground is about to crown its very first Pulse champion. The Zote, Zachary Levaille, side by side at the commentation station with my man Atlee Green, and what a field we have to crown our inaugural champion.
Zachary, I know we've had some fill-ins, some replacements, but I believe we couldn't have had a better final than we have right now as John Steele takes advantage of the moment and lays out Flax and decks Mirra right in the face.
And you got to think this has to play to the strategy of John Steele. Of course, he qualified for this three-way on the first episode of the revamped Pulse series, but now he's getting it taken to by his other two opponents in that corner. He had the most time to scout the competition, but right now the competition's taking it to him in a big way.
And you gotta remember, Flax was an alternate in his qualifying match, filling in for Milo Mirra. And Mirra's essentially getting a second chance to make a first impression and walk out of here with the inaugural Pulse Championship.
Exactly. I mean, when opportunity presents itself, unfortunately, Spike Nishimura could not be here for the crowning of the championship, as she has returned to Japan with the Sendai Girls, as it was revealed on our most recent episode of Pulse. And now Milo Mirra, like you mentioned, getting a second chance, and he's getting all those hips of the GOAT with the most.
John Steele trying to get charged in, but waistlock by the GOAT.
Such a party pooper is that John Steele.
John Steele is the angriest man in any room.
But how can you be angry when the extreme athlete Milo Mirra is here, creating moments along with Flax? Look at Milo sending him out the hard way. Ass over tea kettle.
Nice ankle pick by Milo.
H-O-T-P-O-G-O.
Oh, wait a minute.
But wait a minute. Look at Flax go. Rolls through. And now little schoolboy. Can Milo be the champion? No.
Sweeps the leg. Lateral press. Kick out before the one.
That's a lucha goat right there. And that's an extreme athlete in Milo Mirra. And there's a stalemate here with the Pulse title up for grabs.
Three interesting stories in this contest, all intersecting right here in Peabody, Massachusetts.
I have a favor. What? Let me hear it, Flax. Let me hear it. I want to ride your stick. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to bounce on it a little bit, all right? Oh, wait. The pogo stick? Yeah, the pogo stick.
Looks like we're gonna get more than just a champion crown. We're gonna get some pogo action.
Wait a minute. John Steele ruins the party, sending him face first to the steel post.
Of course, leave it to John Steele to leave everybody on a sour note after everybody was out here getting laid. We were partying, we were celebrating birthdays, and now John Steele out here doing what he does.
Nice body slam by John Steele.
That's animal cruelty right there. And adding insult to injury. Look at that, flexing his stuff.
Heavy on the insult by John Steele in the early going of this inaugural Pulse Championship match. And Zachary, why don't you explain the unique situation the Pulse Championship will put the winner in?
I mean, whoever wins this championship gets the opportunity of a lifetime, a golden ticket from zero to hero here in the Proving Ground. You can cash that in whenever you want to get a shot at any active championship in the Proving Ground. And John Steele, who has collected championships up and down the East Coast, would love to add the Pulse Championship and parlay that into the heavyweight title, DLC title, whatever his sick mind wants to go for.
John Steele, I like his strategy right now. He's keeping Milo out of the ring so he can have Flax essentially all to himself.
He may be the lost cause, but he's finding his stride right now, keeping this exactly where he wants it and keeping it one-on-one between, I guess you could call him the undergo of this situation, and that being Flax, but he's obviously the fan favorite here. There's no denying that. But look at that Northern Lights into the bridge with the toes!
That's the risk with a move like that. It allows Milo to get back in the ring and break up the pin. Ducks the clothesline.
But that's the wily scrappiness of John Steele. Can hit you from anywhere and will pick you apart limb by limb. And now look at that, getting a 2-for-1. Uranagi's Flax right into the spine of Milo, into the cover to win the title.
I like how he chose to pin Flax in that scenario, meaning that he's been working over Flax for the last several minutes.
I mean, in a triple threat match, there are no disqualifications, and while they're not gonna maybe bring out some toys, you can use your opponents as a weapon for sure.
And of course, Milo's been all over social media superstar with his pogo antics all across the independent wrestling scene. And then as he charges in, drop toe hold by the GOAT with the most.
The Maestro living up to his name and gets another DTH, sending John Steele into Milo's splash zone.
Drop toe hold nutcracker by the GOAT with the most. And as you pointed out earlier, Zachary, Flax is the fan favorite here in Peabody tonight. He's been, wait a minute.
I will never get tired of that. It's always so damn good.
And as I was saying, Flax has been considered Nice maneuver by Flax. He's been considered Mr. Pre-Show, Mr. Pulse 1, 2 for quite some time, but has been able to break through in the upper echelon. Has his best chance to do so tonight.
Mr. 645 tried to get the win with the bull goat and the line combo. But ever resilient is John Steele, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to resist this figure four, this figure hoof leg lock.
And he does have championship match experience here in the Proving Ground, which should serve him well this evening, as he has John Steele locked in a figure four leg lock in the center of the ring.
He's certain coming back from underneath after all the damage John Steele did early, but John Steele, look at that, the pain coming back to bite Flax as he's able to reverse the pressure.
But Milo Mirra getting up and immediately going for a crossface. Very smart wrestling by Mirra, applying pain to both wrestlers. He has two opportunities to win this right now.
Milo Mirra, a two-time Pogo World Champion, would love to add the Pulse Championship to his resume here tonight in the Knights of Columbus. But John Steele looking to play spoiler.
I'd have to say John Steele is probably the best striker in this match, as he's dropped them several times, like overhand rights. Nice maneuver by Milo.
You don't need... Oh wait, he looks like he's gonna try and kiss the rope. But look at that spin out thunderbomb from Milo Mirra.
1, 2.
The bouncer just bounced the goat off the mat, but John Steele knew exactly where to be to save his chances of being the inaugural Pulse Champion.
That is the closest any of these men have come to winning the title tonight so far. That blue thunderbomb was vicious, but nice enziguri by John Steele.
And keeping up the aggression here is
1,
John Steele.
2.
Pop-up powerbomb almost just won him the title. But the goat with the moat gonna continue to fight.
Wait a minute. Outside the ring, Milo, he's got that pogo stick.
Atlee, you were talking about viral moments.
Uh-oh, we're about to get another social media moment.
This is gonna be one for the highlight reel as Milo bounces and flies. Crossbody, 1, 2. But the horns of Flax. And look at that!
Goes to the cover, Milo's out, 1, 2, 3!
Wow! We said it at the beginning, something like this was made for someone like Freakin Flax, and a man who wasn't even in the original tournament goes the distance here tonight and is our first ever Proving Ground Pulse Champion.
My boy did it! The inaugural Proving Ground Pulse Champion, the GOAT with the most, Freakin Flax. And this is definitely an early birthday present for yours truly. I've been a friend of Flax's for quite some time, gone up and down the road to them, and it just warms my heart to see him as Derek Sabini about to present the Pulse Championship to Freakin Flax. And there he is, the owner of the Proving Ground, Derek Sabinetti, putting the belt around the waist of Freakin Flax, and it must feel, oh, so good, so good.
Ba, ba, ba. A true badge of honor being placed around the waist of Mr. 645, and now the question remains, what does the future entail for our first champion?
I don't want to take your moment. I want to make it clear to everybody here, the idea of the pre-show, to get you all riled up, to make sure we have a great night, has been on this man's shoulders since the day we started it. When I picked the first 6 people to be in this Pulse program, for some reason, I didn't pick Freakin Flax. But destiny stepped in. A scheduling issue allowed for an open space not only did you come in and take your place in this match, you are now the first ever Pulse champion. There would be no Pulse without Freakin Flax. This is your moment. You've earned it. Congratulations.
Cliche. I'd like to thank my opponents for one hell of a match tonight. I'd like to thank all the competitors in the Pulse Championship Series. To be honest with you all, this right here, this is all Don't Like Me's ever wanted. What this symbolizes and what this represents: dedication, hard work, passion, and heart. People like Christian Sane, people like Jeremy Bell, people like my mom who died a few months ago. This is for you guys. I love you. And I love everybody here that is still here with us, with the Proving Ground, with Pulse, with Flax. I am so skinny. Hey. This is for us. We did it.
Zachary, you will never find a classier GOAT in the world than the new Pulse champion, Freakin Flax.
Dreams do come true, and now the GOAT with the most stands atop the Pulse Mountain as its inaugural champion, and the opportunity of a lifetime awaits Flax if he can continue this role.
And with that, Freakin Flax becomes the very first Proving Ground Pulse champion. Freakin Flax now has a golden opportunity to cash in that Proving Ground Pulse championship to challenge for any Proving Ground title he so desires. But until then, he has to defend that championship on every episode of Pulse. The real question is, who's gonna step up to challenge him? Could it be you? Find out on the next episode of Pulse. And as we always say here in the Proving Ground, if you have something to prove, prove it.
Help spread the word about New England Wrestling's best-kept secret by liking, following, and subscribing to The Proving Ground on all of our social media platforms. And don't forget to check out our full library of shows on IWTV. First-time subscribers can use promotional code Proving Ground to let them know who sent you.